Hey guys, what's going on? I just got back from getting my alignment done. The place wasn't too far away. I was recommended this place by a couple people on the PPIR Time Attack page. The shop was called Jack's Alignment here in Colorado Springs. And so I left a little early to get to the shop because I didn't want to be late. I like to always be early for appointments because it kind of helps out the workers as well. And yeah. So I got there pretty early. I got there around like 1:26 or something like that, like pretty damn early. And when I got there, I was greeted, nicely and professionally and everything like that. They were really friendly. They told me, "Hey, I'm gonna go check and see if I can get you in earlier than your appointment time since you got here early." And they went ahead and took the car back there and got to work on it. I also made sure I told them before they got started that I wanted like a race alignment or custom alignment. I told them if they could, put more negative camber in the front and get rid of some of the negative camber in the back. And then I kind of told them I had, camber plates up top on the strut towers and from my coilovers, and I had the stock camber bolts. So if they couldn't get that much with the stock camber bolts, they could use the plates on top. So once it was all over and stuff like that, he explained to me everything he did, like all the stats or specs that he did. I should have asked for a printout, but I didn't. It's like one of those things, guys. Here, like at that shop, it's like an option, I guess. Because otherwise, most of the general public doesn't really ask for an alignment sheet. Sometimes I know it sounds weird to you guys, but with the smaller business, you guys conserve your resources and stuff like that. And I forgot to ask for a print off, but he explained to me the stats and everything he did, and the car feels amazing anyway. But he said for the rear, the previous specs was I don't have it memorized, but he did say there was a lot of camber, a little bit over the amount of camber that factory specs require. And I told him I had adjustability back there because I installed the SPC camber arms and all that. So he adjusted it, got rid of some of that camber, brought it to I think negative 1 point something on both sides. We'll just say negative 1. So you got negative 1 in the back, and then the front he was only able for some reason to get negative 1 in the front. I asked for like negative 2 at least, or negative 2 at most, and then at least like negative 1.5, but he was only able to get like negative 1 on both sides. Even with maxing out the camber plate on the top, and I also messing with the stock bolt on the strut or camber bolt. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if that sounds a little weird or wrong. I don't know if it's because I might have maybe I installed the camber plates wrong on this car or something, like the orientation of the camber plate or something. Because if you guys see, they are maxed out. They're all the way inward, but I don't know if it's because on this car you can't put it perfectly horizontal like that. It doesn't go in that direction. So the only direction it has is going like this way and going down, or going angled like down and going up. So I don't know if I needed to adjust it going that way up or keep it this way going where it's kind of going at an angle going down. So I don't know if you guys know the orientation of that. Just let me know, because I really don't know if that could be playing into a factor of the camber. But I mean, if you guys saw, it is all the way inward, the camber. So I don't know if that affects anything because of the orientation and stuff of it. But it definitely looks like, I don't know. It definitely looks like it's the right direction, unless I put them on the wrong sides, because I don't know if the slots may be bigger, or if they're even on both sides or not of the camber plate. So I don't know. I mean, it looks to me that it's about the same. It's hard to tell, but that's the only thing I think of is the orientation of it, because I did mess with the orientation when I was installing these, because they weren't like perfectly going in there, so you had to turn it one way or the other. So just let me know in the comments, guys, if I got that wrong, the installation. I won't get butthurt or anything, because I'm pretty sure I probably screwed it up or turned it the wrong direction it's supposed to go, because it wasn't going into the holes unless I turn it, like one way or the other, like I just said. So just let me know in the comments if that's wrong, or if something just sounds off, or because I feel like with the max settings on the camber plates and then messing with the stock camber bolts, I feel like you could have gotten at least negative 1.5 degrees of camber, or at least maybe negative 2. I mean, I don't know if I'm just tripping out, but something just seems like it doesn't seem right about that part. And I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. I'm just saying about my setup. Maybe I just didn't put this right, and that's why it's not working. I'm not getting that much out of the plates. So let me know what you guys' specs are for your front alignment. It's definitely overall improvement regardless. It'll definitely help me regardless on this next Tomatech event, because like I said, the guy told me I had like positive camber pretty much on the front. So with this, at least this -1 in the front, is definitely going to make a major improvement. The car does feel a lot better too on some of these like little turns. I was able to kind of slightly test it out on. Nothing too crazy, but it does feel a little bit more sharp and more crisp. Along with me doing my adjustments to the rear sway bar and putting it on full stiff, and putting the dampening a little stiffer in the rear and softening up the dampening in the front. I feel like that's all going to kind of play into getting rid of some of that understeer and giving me a little bit of oversteer. So the car does feel better, and it not only does it feel better, it actually looks better. It sounds weird because when I could always tell that I had like positive camber on the front of my car, but before, like, it would kind of poke, like the front tire would just kind of, you could always see the top of it like kind of poking out, like, because that's how positive the camber was on the front. So it looked kind of weird compared to the back. So I could always notice that, and now it actually tucks in a little bit. So, and it kind of feels like that's more than -1, but because I mean, you're talking to a guy who used to have a G35 that was like camber gang style, where I was like running like, I don't even fucking know how much camber. Like, if you check out my page, you guys will see it. I do have still an old video somewhere on my channel of my old G35, my old bag G35, and that thing was like cambered out like crazy. So just I mean, I haven't done much cambered stuff like that in a while, but just kind of basing it off my eyes and stuff, it does look like it's a little bit more than -1. But I don't know, maybe it's because it was just so positive before that now it actually looks, you can see like the difference. I mean, it does look like it's tucking a lot better now. You don't see the top of the tires poking out. So that's kind of all I have to say, guys. So leave in the comments if you guys think I set up the camber plates in the wrong orientation or something, and I'll try to fix that. Or I'll try to order some camber bolts and get another alignment for the next season sometime. But for now, I think this overall will be better than what I had before. And my experience with Jack's Alignment was awesome. I'm definitely going to go back there to get my alignment again. They did a good job. The car feels great. Nothing feels finicky or anything like that. It drives smooth. Even with like the camber and all that on there and the adjustments they made, I could let go of the steering wheel and that thing drives like perfectly straight. So yeah, I'll definitely be going back there. I just want to make sure I didn't mess something up, or maybe that's just the limitations of the WRX's camber with those stock bolts, and even if you have plates on top. So if I have to order some camber bolts, I definitely will. They're not that expensive, and it just sucks that they ship me like the wrong size or whatever. So catch you guys later. Peace.